name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. So this is a recap and review of Liberation of the Daleks. This is the 14th Doctor's first story. It's the first third of the story. It's parts 1 to 4. I haven't really been able to do much of a review of it yet because there wasn't enough to talk about, really. There was a 6-page episode, 6 pages a month. So why is it 6 pages a month? I'll tell you exactly why it's 6 pages a month. So the strip used to be 12 pages a month, then it used to be 9 pages a month. But what happened was this. The Doctor Who didn't do well over the last 5 years. Doctor Who lost a massive amount of its fan base, and that was very evident. And a massive amount of support from the great British buying public. That was very evident in the viewing figures, but also evidence in the merchandise. Right, the merchandise sales, they just cratered, and you saw a lot less merchandise come out. I mean, do you remember back in 2017? Was it 2017 or 2018? I can't remember which year it was now. When Jodie Whittaker was about to start, we had so much merchandise. We had all the rainbows T-shirts and jackets and just all this merchandise. Nothing anymore. Like within 2 years, completely gone. So Doctor Who magazine certainly felt the pinch. Their circulation dropped to. If they didn't have the international sales, which most of the magazines don't, they would have been cancelled. It dropped to about 16,000 copies a month being sold. 12,000 a month is when they cancel it, and 4,000 of those sales was for international sales. So that's really what kept it alive. But they didn't have enough money to do the comic strip. They had to stop making the comic strip for a long time. I don't know why they didn't just print reprints. I mean, I think they wanted to reduce the page count as well. But the comic strip is very expensive. When it came back with Rush Leach drawing it. Good for you, Russ. I'm glad you got the work. But it's only 6 pages a month. So now they got Lee Sullivan. I think it was kind of like a bit of a bit dirty on Russ Leach, not giving him the job when David Tennant came back. But no, so they got Lee Sullivan drawing it, but they're only 6-page episodes. There's not really enough to talk about. So finally now, we're 4 episodes in, there's enough to talk about. This is the first adventure of the 14th Doctor. It bridges the hour between the end of Power of the Doctor and whatever the 60th anniversary specials are there for. The basic one, I think I say this in the review, the basic point of this, in terms of like the function, is several. It's one, so the when David Tennant comes back, is going to have no visual connection to the Jodie Whittaker years. It's going to have a different TARDIS, different solid screen. Everything's going to be different. Fans don't really like that. They like continuity. So this is how you go from Power of the Doctor to the 6th anniversary special. I think also this is the key to working out what the hell is going on, right? Why did Jodie Whittaker regenerate into David Tennant? Why did the clothes change? My theory is that she's not in a real reality. I think at the very first episode, when she was vomited out the TARDIS, quite good for her, she fell into like some kind of the trickster's realm, the celestial toy maker's realm, something like that, and she hasn't been in a real reality, which is why the continuity doesn't work. So this is something that is really played on in this comic strip. Also played on this comic strip, or in the new production, is the connection between the comic strip and the Doctor Who magazine comic strip and the TV show. So I can almost guarantee the Daleks we're seeing in this story are indeed, I think, are going to trundle out into the 6th anniversary. This is going to be, it's not going to be vital to understand what's going on, but it'll be like a cool callback, a wink, a nod to those who watch it, which is why I'm keeping you up to date. This is my recap and review of the story. Written by Alan Barnes. Alan Barnes, a solid talent. He basically has, I can't think of anything he's done that has been bad, right? Lee Sullivan, not the Lee Sullivan we knew of yore. Again, I think they should have kept it Russ Leach, or really impressed me and get John Ridgway. That would have been freaking awesome. But generally speaking, fun comic strip. I'm enjoying reading it, right? I'm enjoying reading it for once. I haven't enjoyed reading it for many years. So, that's basically its function. So this is from my live stream I did last night. This is, I'm recording this on Friday, Friday, February 3rd. The live stream was on the 2nd. I don't know when it's going out. I think relatively soon. Relatively soon. Well, you will know because you're watching it, right? Fine. Before we get into it, like, share, subscribe, comment. All those things are very good. Thank you very much for doing it. Was it sign up to my Substack? It's in the video notes. It's my email newsletter. Also my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. All those things. Do all that. That's all very, very good. And yes, I think your life will be made much better by that. I really genuinely. I don't. I just want you to do it. I'm trying to talk you into it. I think maybe I'll just go for honesty. Could you just do it? That'd be nice. Thank you very much. Fine. Okay. With all that said, let me hand over to me from last night. I want to take you through the story, and we can see basically so you can catch up and see what's going on. I'm not going to be like when we get to more recent episodes. I blanked out the text. Doing so. It starts right as the regeneration happens. I believe nothing that's going on is happening in reality, right? I think we are in a different reality, and I think it happened when she fell in, right? I think it's when she fell out the TARDIS. She fell into that, so none of this is real. It's a facsimile, right? So he's in the TARDIS. He's acting very much like the 10th Doctor, right? And then he sees there's a distress signal, and so he ends up at Wembley Stadium in 1966. That's where England famously wins the World Cup, right? But history has changed. He finds there's these aliens there, and he sonics them, and boom, they're very generic aliens. But then much more important aliens show up, the Daleks. Dun, 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 dun. But it's Daleks, not as you know. And basically, so the second part, nothing happens. This companion shows up. She's got the World Cup for some reason, and she's in the TARDIS, and that's going to come in useful later as the Daleks take the TARDIS. I like the hoverbout, though. I like the hoverbout. Do you think we're going to see hoverbouts? I think we're going to see hoverbouts in the new series. I think we're going to see Dalek hoverbouts in the 60th anniversary. I will almost guarantee it, right? Dalek hoverbouts, I can totally see that happening. Can't you? Right, so he sees the Daleks, and they're like, no, we're just going to exterminate you. And that's pretty good cliffhanger, right? Exterminate. But here's where it gets interesting, part 3, right? He's not dead. So at this point, I've blanked out all the dialogue. So he's impervious to Dalek fire. The Daleks are very traditional Daleks. Do like the framing over here, right? Look at this. This is exactly. How can I zoom in? There you go. This is exactly the camera angle from the Dalek movies, right? This is exactly that. Oh, well done, Lee Sullivan. Well done. Absolutely. Well played, sir. The purpose of exterminating again says, look, I'm intrigued as well about what's going on. Meanwhile, remember these aliens were there, and they were watching, and these aliens are so freaking generic. they were there, and they're watching the Daleks invade Earth, right? And they're taking pictures as it happens. And like, well, this is weird. This is what's going on. So first, he gets the Daleks. The Daleks get him on the ship, and they want to scan him to make sure he's a doctor. He said, "Don't worry, I'll do it for you." At some point, we're going to lose the sonic screwdriver. The whole point of this is we can wipe away in the current era, and then by the time people start watching next year, because nobody wants to think about that. And he says, "No, I'm totally normal." But then he said, "But you're not. Look, you're not. Look, I regenerated. My regeneration can't be. I'm impervious to Dalek fire. Would that be handled?" But okay, so they're saying, "Well, what's going on?" It's really weird. And he checks them. He says, I'm normal, but I'm checking you. Daleks are individual, species, right? They're each they should be genetically unique. You're all the same, right? You're all exactly the same. You're fake, right? The Daleks are fake, and they go, "No, we're not. We're going to show you not fake," and they blow up Earth, right? So again, I don't think we're in real reality, right? I don't think we're in real reality. Maybe this Doctor will end up with our Doctor. Oh, this is where our Doctor was tried out. This Doctor ended up with our Doctor, with the Tenant Doctor. Anyway, so they've blown up Earth. Like, what's going on, right? So he's all pissed off. We're up to the latest issue. And we say, like, literally, you got Eiffel Tower and boats floating around. And it's like, well, you're going to pay for this if this is real. And then suddenly these people show up, but they can't, the Daleks can't see them. They also couldn't see the fake aliens. I mean, the aliens so they're like, Daleks, they can't see what's going on, and they snap the Doctor up. And again, anybody tells you that this Doctor doesn't act like the 10th Doctor, in this comic strip, he acts very much like the 10th Doctor, right? And boom, they go on. They're taken, but they still got the TARDIS. The new companion for the story is in the TARDIS, right? Maybe she's going to be in the TV show. We don't know, right? I mean, that'd be a good reason why they're there. So then they let him out and said, okay, let's show you who we are. And we're really gorillas. This is where it gets a bit odd, right? It's getting a bit odd. What's going on? Said, oh, here, this is going to help you. So this is, I'm pretty sure, the companion, right? That they was in the TARDIS. Hang on. Let's have a look. It's way back here. Yeah. So that's her. And it said, look, yeah, you look familiar, right? So it must be the same person, just a little bit older. And she runs a thing with these. It said, don't worry, you're going to get I'm missing the last page. That's stupid of me. Yeah, 1 second. Where is it? I'll pull it up. I've got to do this to find it. Oh, everything in my life is a living hell. But that's just me for you. Is this it? No, that's not it. It's over here, isn't it? It's over here somewhere. There. Is this it? Yeah, we go. I found it. Doink. There you go. So they go in. This is where it gets bonkers. Look at this. So they go in and say, we're in the main dome this way, right? They go to the main dome. And it looks like they're inside a Dalek, right? They're literally inside a Dalek observation, and that's the Dalek eye stalk. And it looks like it's a clear Dalek. And the jungles of Spyrodon over there. And then Skaro Civil War, Death Wheel Zone. That's a nice callback. Vulcan Factory Zone, Earth Invasion Zone, Zeg Tool Zone. Oh, man. What a great callback. So we're in some kind of Dalek watching theme park, right? The Dalek Dome, right? So I have no idea. But somehow I think the whatever these Daleks are these Daleks are certainly going to trundle interview in November, right? But there is certainly going to be some kind of callback. You heard it here first, and I will say I called it when it happened, and I will pull out this thumbnail and go, look at me. And if I'm wrong, I'm never, ever, ever going to mention this again. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.